Hey guys, I just wanted to make this YouTube video about Nintendo actually. I've been hearing about Nintendo's new system, the Nintendo NX, and I've been really interested in it. And what I've mostly been hearing from people is that it's probably going to be like some handheld type system. Now, let me tell you why I think that might actually be true with the Wii U. It's actually been trying to imitate this kind of system that people have been talking about. Basically, it was like a handheld type system that you can walk away from your TV and then come back. However, the Nintendo Wii U kind of failed at doing what it was kind of designed to do, and that was like actually allow people to play games while on their away from the TV. This is what enhances the handheld actually. You can leave the TV. So I was thinking maybe if like the Nintendo NX was actually more like a handheld like people are thinking, then it would be the same thing, except the system may be actually within the controller and not like the Wii U where you have to be tethered to the system, which kind of kills that element and probably alienates a lot of people from buying that system. However, I was thinking mainly what would the controller for this system be? Um, from my ideas, like it could probably, I mean, it could be possibly done that you can have still the same thing like the Wii U screen on the controller, but if it had like an element where you can hide the screen while you're playing games on the TV, that would be kind of better. I believe, especially more comfortable. One of the things I didn't really care too much about the Wii U controller was the fact that it was uncomfortable to play with. I mean, I've been trying to play Super Mario 3D Worlds for the longest of time, and just that one controller for some reason kills it for me. It's just the length of it, it's heavy somewhat. Not really super heavy, but kind of heavy. And then it dies rather quickly. So if Nintendo can figure out a way to fix all these issues, I can't see why I wouldn't like it that much. However, what I don't want to see necessarily from the Nintendo NX is like a 3DS style system that just hooks up to the TV. That itself wouldn't be too compelling for me, even if the graphics were boosted up or anything. Simply because, I mean, I can have a Nintendo 3DS. It's totally different. And I just don't like the controls on that. I want a more dedicated controller, something more comfortable to hold on to. That's basically what makes, for me at least, the console games slightly better than a handheld game. However, for the casual market, or what people refer to as the casual market, they might actually like the handheld better than the console. So they might just opt for that. However, I don't think this is gonna ever be seen as a console if that's the route they go. I think the main route they have to not the, well the route they should go is like make a dedicated controller, something that's actually nice. What they could do is put a second screen on the controller, but more like connected to the system, and not something you have to focus on. The second you have to focus on the second screen, I think for some reason it kills the console gaming aspect of it. So they should make it probably something that just hooks up to the system, and then you can or like have some, I don't know, some nodule or something that connects to your TV and lets you broadcast your handheld system onto the TV. However, what I would prefer would be that there is a separate console type system that you can buy separately, perhaps, or together with the handheld, and it hooks into the handheld, like people have been saying on YouTube. It hooks onto the game console, and then the game console, like you can turn it on, and it'll be like, I don't know, the GameCube used to be. You just turn it on, it's on your TV, and everything's fine. And then when you're tired of that, you can just turn it off, and then take your game, your handheld, and go away and play the same game. Or maybe they can even do it so that the system knows when it's hooked into the system, and then the game looks a little bit different or does some different things, different controllers maybe. That would have been neat. I would have totally bought that. Especially if it's just more, like if it's just better than what the Wii U's offering. I kind of want to see a more enhanced Nintendo console and see where it could go, and everything like just anything that's much better, more like not constantly the same gimmick where the system itself is behind other systems. And I guess if Nintendo were to go this route, they could, in a way, release the system earlier. I mean, they could, for instance, release the handheld part of the system next year. That way it won't piss off Wii U gamers who, like, bought the Wii U. They'll think that the next system is just a handheld, so people will love the handheld. And not necessarily feel jibbed that they bought a Wii U, because the Wii U will still be supported, and then maybe a year later release the other attachment that goes with it and call that the part of the console. And the attachment shouldn't do anything really, not really enhance games or anything, just let you play the same games and then just you can hook it up to the TV. That would be probably amazing, and I would definitely buy that. Um, and I wouldn't have no problems with it as long as it's there. I mean, games themselves can fit into an SD card nowadays. I mean, SD cards are way over, the 100 gigabytes and way over what Blu-ray disc can hold. So I can't fathom why this wouldn't be a good option to go down this route and then just use SD cards or something else as its game system. I mean, everything seems cheap and in order, and then I'm pretty sure Nintendo will think of going down a route like this. I don't see anything that could prevent them from doing this, or why this wouldn't be a viable option. I'm pretty sure they thought about it, and they might go with it. The only thing I could think of that could alienate this is the fact that maybe game consoles won't last that long. And this doesn't mean that like handhelds or like video games won't last long. Because come on, people are saying that the 3DS is gonna fail because smartphones are out, and there's always room for systems like this. The one aspect that I think could kill it is just that game consoles will evolve. There'll be something completely different. And Nintendo's gonna probably try to stick with this old model that's just inconvenient. And if it's inconvenient, I mean, people will eventually move to something more convenient, which is what happened if you think about it during the N64 era for Nintendo, where people just simply moved to the PlayStation just because it was more convenient. Game companies did it too because just they can make their games more easily available. So if there's another market that or some system like I don't know iTunes for games or something that's more easily available, more easily done, like people will go there just because they can have their games anywhere. The one aspect that does kill this is what some people have said on YouTube, that basically downloading games is not anywhere a viable option as of right now, because like not everyone's gonna have a great connection, not everyone's gonna be able to do it. However, everyone could buy a cart, upload their games like straight from the cart. It probably can take a few minutes or a few seconds, and they can have the option to just upload it if they choose, and then have it within like some cloud or something where they can play it on anything they want. And this alone would probably kill most consoles, I think, because like I mean, if you can go for instance to your PC and you play your Nintendo game, and then go back to your TV and play your Nintendo game, or be on your handheld and play on your Nintendo game, or on your smartphone. And that would still be like, let's say, a Nintendo Virtual platform. That still would be much better. Probably Sony is already thinking about going down that route. I'm pretty sure Microsoft's always been trying to go down some route like that. So I don't think Nintendo, the people that have always made consoles, based not so much on what's happening in the world of today, based more on what they feel is better. Since you can tell from the 3DS that they didn't really pay attention too much to like smartphones are popular, so maybe their system won't be popular. They just did it, and they were right. They were popular. So there's a high chance Nintendo will just release another similar console. I mean, it could probably be like what people are saying, a handheld type console that connects to the TV in some sort of way. And I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I think it would be a good idea. It would be probably lots of fun. I just really hope they make a really good controller. I've been disappointed with with Nintendo's controllers for a while now. I didn't really care too much for the Wii controller, just simply, I loved it for some games. One of my favorite games was that the Wii Silent Hill remake. It wasn't that great, but I just loved the way the controller was used in that game. So I can see how the controller could definitely benefit games, but from the way it was used, it was mostly a gimmick. So I just never loved the Wii controller as much as some people may have. I did like the Wii U controller a bit better, but like I said, like some things are negative, like when you're playing traditional 3D games and stuff, like it just feels weird, and it kind of ruins the gaming experience somewhat. At least for me, it did. I know some people really love that controller, and I can see how it could be amazing. But I didn't necessarily ask for a tablet. I barely got to use it in games where I found it was really intuitive or anything amazing or new. So I kind of want a decent controller for whatever console like Nintendo brings out next. If the NX is anything like what people have been saying, that's all I really want. And if it disconnects and it can be a handheld or anything, great. That would be amazing, and I would love it. So guys, what are your thoughts? Just let me know and everything. That's everything I have for now. So thank you very much, and good luck, and have a good day.